Good afternoon, Right Side Broadcasting Network viewers. Thank you so much for joining us. We are here live from Orlando, Florida. CPAC has taken over the central part of the state. Different here than it is normally. It's usually in Washington, D.C., but because of how open the state is, they have decided to move it here this year. I'm joined by a good friend of mine and social media influencer, Kangmin Lee, to talk about social media censorship, which has been a pervasive issue within 2020, 2021, and the last 5 years really has really started to pick up. Kangmin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so you're on Instagram, right? You got close to 25,000 followers. That's a large audience. You said you noticed some things. Go ahead and share with the viewers what you were noticing, and then we'll expand upon it from there.
Yeah, so a lot of things I've been noticing, a lot of posts have been taken down. And obviously the reason always is for like violence and dangerous organizations. And it's like, what dangerous organization? So for example, I just posted a John F. Kennedy quote about free speech, and then they took it down for violence and dangerous organizations. Meanwhile, you see there's tons of other Instagram accounts devoted to doxing people who are conservatives or Trump supporters, like trying to call out their families and their addresses and all these things, and those that don't get taken down. Meanwhile, me just posting a JFK quote gets taken down for violence and dangerous organizations. It's absurd.
Of course, obviously a double standard when it comes to conservatives on big tech platforms, on these big social media platforms, and it is very clear that there is a double standard. And now we were talking earlier, we were talking about what some of your issues were. You said that when people look up your name, I mean, you have 25,000 followers, you post these short clips, kind of, talking about Joe Biden, all the current issues, news events, right? Yeah. Your name doesn't show up when you search it.
Yeah. So I think today they just fixed this. So what happened was so many leftists and liberals were coming and attacking my page, calling me a white supremacist and all these nonsensical insults. I'm a Korean. But they were saying all these things, I'm a race traitor, whatnot, and they kept reporting my content. And I think as a result, what it led to was that if you search up my name, and I'm the Kangmin Lee with the most followers on Instagram. And then so it's like you would expect that I'm the first result, but as a result, like if you looked up my name, I wouldn't even pop up unless you typed out my full username, like perfectly. But then I kept fighting, so I kept reporting every single day to Instagram Help Center.
Of course.
It sounds really obnoxious, but I kept saying, hey, when my followers tell me if they look up my name, they can't find me unless they type up my full username. And I think it fixed the problem, but we'll see how long that lasts.
So for the viewers at home who may be experiencing the same issues, you're saying there maybe is a little light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to these big tech platforms. Obviously, we've all had our own issues with them. Kangmin, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I really appreciate your time here today. And what are some ways that our viewers can go support your work, and check out what you do? What are your handles?
Yeah, so on Twitter and Instagram, I'm the Kangmin Lee, so Kangmin Lee, Lee. And then on Facebook and YouTube, I am the Korean Christian Conservative, so you can check me out there.
There you go. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.